Ding, ding, ding. 3 sevens line up. The machine erupts. Bells ringing, screen flashing, that rush of pure winning energy. You can feel it, right? That moment when everything clicks and the machine just pays. But here's what ex-casino employees are finally exposing. Some slot machines are built to pay, others are built to take. And the difference between them? It's hidden in plain sight. Behind every glowing screen and catchy jingle, there are 9 secrets casinos never advertise on the floor. Secrets about which machines have the best payouts, where they hide them, and how to spot them before you sit down. In this video, you're getting the exact methods floor employees use to guide their own friends and family when they come to play. No fluff, no theory. Just the real tactics that separate the players who walk out ahead from the ones who wonder why their money disappeared so fast. Whether you're a weekend warrior hitting your local spot or planning a casino vacation, these 9 secrets could completely transform how you play. So here's my first question for you. What's the longest winning streak you've ever had on a slot machine? 1 hour? 3 hours? A whole session? Drop it in the comments. I want to see how long people are actually staying in the game when things go right. Now, let's get into what casinos hope you never figure out. Let's talk about something called RTP, Return to Player. This is the percentage of all money wagered that a machine is programmed to pay back over its lifetime. A machine set at 96% RTP will return $96 for every $100 played through it over millions of spins. The other $4, that's the house edge. That's how the casino makes money. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this is something most players never realize. 2 machines sitting side by side with the exact same name, Buffalo, Wheel of Fortune, Lightning Link, can have completely different RTP settings. One might be set at 92%, the other at 96%. Same graphics, same sounds, same bonus features. Totally different math under the hood. Why does this happen? Because slot manufacturers build multiple versions of every game. They'll create a 90% version, a 92% version, a 94% version, a 96% version. Then the casino gets to choose which version to put on their floor based on their business goals. High traffic areas near the entrance? Often the tighter versions. Quieter sections in the back? Sometimes the looser ones. As ex-casino employees, we saw this all the time. A player would rave about hitting big on a Buffalo slot in one section of the casino, then sit down at another Buffalo machine 50 feet away and get destroyed. Same game. Different settings. They'd blame luck. We knew better. The problem is, casinos don't label machines with their ERTP. There's no sticker that says, this one pays 92% and this one pays 96%. You have to learn to spot the clues, and that's exactly what we're covering today. Here's the challenge. Next time you're at a casino, find 2 of the same slot machine in different areas. Play $20 on each one as a test. Which one feels more responsive? Which one gave you more small hits to keep you going? Try it and tell me what you found in the comments. I want to see if you notice the difference. Here's one of the simplest secrets that changes everything. The higher the denomination, the higher the RTP. It's not a guarantee on every single machine, but it's the rule about 90% of the time. Here's the pattern. Penny slots, 85 to 90% RTP on average. Nickel slots, 90 to 92% quarter slots. 92 to 94% dollar slots. 94 to 96%. $5 slots and up. 96 to 98%, or even higher. Why does this pattern exist? Because the casino makes more money per spin on higher denominations, so they can afford to give more back and still profit. A penny slot might take 1,000 spins to make the casino $50. A dollar slot makes that same $50 in 50 spins. The casino is happy either way, but the dollar player gets better math. Let me show you what this looks like in real dollars. You've got $100 to play with. On a penny slot at 88% RTP, over time you're losing about $12 for every $100 cycled through the machine. On a dollar slot at 95% RTP, you're losing about $5 for every $100 cycled. That's less than half the loss rate. But here's the catch, and this is important. You need the bankroll to support higher denominations. If you've only got $50 and you sit down at a $5 slot betting $10 a spin, you're getting 5 spins. That's not a session. That's a coin flip. You need at least 100 to 200 spins to give the math time to work in your favor. So, what's the sweet spot? For most players, quarters to dollars. If you've got $100, play 50-cent to $1 bets. If you've got $200, play $1 to $2 bets. You get better RTP than the penny players, and you still have enough spins to catch a bonus or two without going bust in 10 minutes. Quick quiz for you. If you had $150 to play with, would you rather play a penny slot at 88% RTP for 3 hours or a dollar slot at 95% RTP for 1 hour? Think about it. One gives you more time, the other gives you better math. Which one do you pick? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm really curious where people land on this. Now here's something ex-casino employees noticed. There's a sweet spot most casual players completely miss. It's not about playing the highest denomination you can afford. It's about finding the denomination that gives you enough spins to actually catch something good. Think about it this way. If you're playing $5 a spin with a $100 bankroll, you're getting 20 spins. If bad luck hits and the bonus doesn't trigger in those 20 spins, you're done. Game over. No chance to recover. But if you're playing quarters at $1.25 a spin, that same $100 gives you 80 spins. 80 chances to trigger a bonus. 80 chances for the machine to show you what it's got. That's the difference between disappointment and possibility. The math is better on higher denominations, yes, but only if you have the bankroll to support enough spins for that math to matter. As one ex-casino floor manager used to say, you can't hit a bonus if you run out of money before it triggers. So here's my question for you. What's your usual bet per spin? And be honest, does your bankroll support at least 100 spins at that level? Comment below. No judgment, just curiosity. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The game most casual slot players walk right past. Video poker. If you want the absolute best payouts on the entire casino floor, video poker crushes regular slots. It's not even close. A full pay jacks or better video poker machine, that's 9-6 jacks or better, pays back 99.54% with perfect play. Even if you make a few mistakes, you're still looking at 98 to 99%. Compare that to an average slot at 90 to 92%, and you're giving the house half as much or less. Here's why ex-casino employees love video poker. The pay table is right there on the screen. No mystery, no guessing. You can see exactly what a royal flush pays, what a full house pays, what a flush pays. And the game follows the rules of a standard 52-card deck, so the math is transparent and provable. But video poker isn't for everyone. It requires decisions. You have to know which cards to hold and which to discard. If you just mash buttons randomly, you'll drop that 99.5% down to 95% or worse. But if you learn basic strategy, and I mean basic, just a simple chart you can pull up on your phone, you're playing one of the best games in the building. Let me tell you what to look for. Find a machine that says jacks or better. Look at the pay table for a one-coin bet. Check what a full house pays and what a flush pays. If it says full house pays 9, flush pays 6, that's 9/6. Jacks or better, that's the good version. If it says full house pays 8, flush pays 5, that's 8/5, jacks or better. That's a weaker version. The difference in those two numbers, 9/6 versus 8/5, is about 1.5% RTP over a few hours of play. That's real money. Here's your mission. Next time you walk past the video poker section, stop and look at 3 machines. Check their pay tables. Can you spot the difference between a strong pay table and a weak one? Comment below if you found a 9/6 machine at your casino. I want to see how common they are in different regions. Now I get it. Some people just want to press spin and watch the reels. That's fine. Video poker isn't mandatory, but if you want the best math, it's sitting right there waiting for you. Okay, back to regular slots. Here's a secret that blows most casual players' minds. Even on video slots, many games will display a pay table if you tap the info or help button. And just like video poker, different versions of the same slot game can have different pay tables. Let's use Buffalo as an example again. There are multiple versions of Buffalo. The original Buffalo Gold, Buffalo Grand Buffalo Stampede, and within those versions there are different pay table settings. One version might pay 25 credits for 4 Buffaloes, another might pay 20 credits. Same game, same graphics, different payouts. Another example, Wheel of Fortune. You'll find Wheel of Fortune machines everywhere, but some versions award higher multipliers during the wheel bonus. Some cap at 10 times. Others go to 20 times or higher. If you're playing for the bonus, you want the version with the higher cap. How do you check? Before you put money in, tap the info button. It's usually a small icon at the bottom of the screen that says Help, Info, or has a question mark. Browse through the pay table. Look at what the top symbols pay. Look at how the bonus features work. Compare it to another machine nearby. As ex-casino employees, we used to watch players sit down and jam money into a machine without ever glancing at the pay table. 5 minutes later, they'd be confused why their wins felt smaller than last time. Different machine, different settings, same mistake. Here's an experiment for you. Find two of the same slot machine next time you're out. Check both pay tables. Are they identical or different? If they're different, which one would you rather play? Share what you find in the comments. Let's crowdsource which casinos are putting out better versions. Ex-casino employees will tell you this. Machine placement is strategic. It's not random. The casino floor is designed like a chessboard, and every machine is placed with purpose. High traffic areas, like near the main entrance by the buffet or along the main walkways, often get tighter machines. Why? Because these machines get the most play. People passing by, casual players, tourists who are just killing time. The casino doesn't need to set these machines loose because they're going to get action no matter what. But here's the flip side. Casinos also place some looser machines in visible high-traffic spots to create what's called social proof. When someone wins big where everyone can see it, it draws more players. So yes, there are tighter machines near the entrance, but there are also some strategic loose ones sprinkled in to generate excitement. So where should you look? Ex-casino employees suggest checking these areas. Near the high-limit room. Even if you're not playing high-limit, the machines just outside that area sometimes run better pay tables because the casino is courting higher-value players. Along the back walls, quieter, less foot traffic. These machines need to perform a little better to keep people playing. Near the players' club desk or cashier cage, the casino wants people cashing out to see others winning. It builds confidence. Away from the main casino entrance, once you're deeper into the floor, you're already committed. The casino can ease up a bit. Here's what I want you to do. Next time you visit a casino, make a mental note of where you see people winning. Is it near the entrance or deeper in? Is it near table games or isolated corners? Observe for 10 minutes before you play. You'll start to see patterns. Comment below if you've noticed any location patterns at your home casino. Now, here's the method ex-casino employees used when they wanted to find a good machine. They didn't just sit down randomly, they scouted. And you can do the same thing. Step 1. Walk the floor for 5 to 10 minutes before you play. Don't pull out your wallet yet. Just observe. Look for machines that are showing activity. Not necessarily big jackpots, but consistent small to medium hits. Those are your targets. Step 2. Watch other players for 2 to 3 minutes. If someone's been feeding a machine for 10 minutes with nothing to show for it and they walk away frustrated, that's a signal. Now, slots don't have memory. Every spin is random, but observation tells you if a machine is currently hitting or currently cold. Step 3. If you just watch someone hit a big bonus, $500 plus, skip that machine for now. While every spin is technically random, machines that just paid big often go cold for a stretch. Instead, look for machines showing consistent medium action. Step 4. Start with a test session. Play $10 to $20 as a test run. If the machine gives you steady play and a few small wins within that amount, you might have found a good one. If it eats your $20 in under 10 spins with nothing back, move on quickly. This way, you're not guessing. You're making informed, low-risk choices. You're playing like someone who knows the game, not someone just hoping for luck. Let's talk about progressive jackpots. Games like Megabucks, Wheel of Fortune progressives, and progressive versions of popular slots like Buffalo or Lightning Link. These machines have one thing in common: a jackpot that grows with every bet placed across a network of machines until someone hits it. Here's what ex-casino employees know. To fund that giant jackpot, the base game RTP is usually lower. A non-progressive Buffalo might run at 94% RTP. The progressive version might run at 90% RTP because a chunk of every bet is feeding the jackpot pool. So why play them? Because once that jackpot gets high enough, the math can actually flip in your favor. Let's say a progressive normally hits at $500,000. If you see it sitting at $2 million, way above average, that extra $1.5 million is equity sitting there. The machine might still be tight on small wins, but the potential for a massive hit makes the overall expected value positive for a brief window. That's when sharp players jump in. They're not chasing, they're calculating. If you're going to play a progressive, here are the rules. 1. Only play when the jackpot is unusually high. 2. Always bet max bet. Most progressives require max bet to qualify for the grand prize. If you hit the winning combination on a non-max bet, you're not getting the jackpot. You're getting a consolation prize. And that's heartbreaking. 3. Have the bankroll to support it. Max bet on a progressive might be $5, $10, or more per spin. If you can't afford 100 spins at that level, don't play it. Quick question for you. Would you rather chase a $2 million jackpot on a tighter machine, or play a regular game with better base payouts and no mega prize? Drop your preference in the comments. I'm curious how split people are on this. This one's brutal, but true. Slot machines based on movies, TV shows, celebrities, or major brands often have lower RTPs than generic games. Why? Because the casino and the slot manufacturer have to pay licensing fees to use those names and images. That money has to come from somewhere, and it comes out of your RTP. A Game of Thrones slot, a Walking Dead slot, a Britney Spears slot. They're fun. The graphics are great. The sound effects are nostalgic. But the math is usually worse than a similarly structured game with a generic theme. We're talking 1 to 3% lower RTP in many cases. If you love the theme and you're playing for entertainment, go for it. But if you're trying to maximize your chances of walking away ahead, skip the branded games and stick to the house originals. Games like Buffalo, 88 Fortunes, Lightning Link, Quick Hit. These are in-house or lightly themed games with better math. Here's the test. Next time you're choosing between a branded slot and a generic one, check how they feel over 50 spins. Which one pays more often? Comment your findings below. I want to see if this holds true across different casinos. All right, let's walk through a real session using everything we just covered. You walk into the casino with $200. You don't rush to the first flashy machine you see by the entrance. Instead, you take a slow lap around the floor. You're scouting. You notice the new Dragon Link machine near the high limit area. There's a small crowd. Good sign. You also spot a row of dollar denomination quick hits along the back wall. Solid choice. You decide to start with a dollar quick hit. You tap the info button and check the pay table. It looks strong. You insert your player's club card. Never play without it. You start with a $50 test session. You bet $1 per spin, covering all lines. Within 15 minutes, you've triggered 2 small bonuses totaling $75. You're up $25. Nice start. You pocket your original $50 and keep playing with the $75. After another 20 minutes, you're up to $95 total. You're feeling good, but the machine is cooling off. Time to move. You cash out $50, locking in profit, and take your remaining $45 to the new Dragon Link machine you saw earlier. You play $1.50 per spin. It's higher volatility, so you know it's riskier. Over 30 spins, you're down to $20, but then you trigger the hold and spin bonus. Boom! You lock in 6 orbs and walk away with $130 from that one bonus. You're now at $180 total. You started with $200, so you're down $20 overall, but you've had an hour of entertainment, and you earned $10 in Players Club points. You decide to try video poker for the last stretch. You find a 9-6 jacks or better machine. You play slow, making smart decisions. Over 30 minutes, you're about even down $5. But your club card earned another $8 in points. You cash out. Final tally. Down $25 for the session, but you earned $18 in comp credits, had nearly 2 hours of play, and you played smart every step of the way. That's how you maximize value using insider knowledge. You didn't get lucky and hit a massive jackpot, but you gave yourself the best possible chance. And you'll be back next week with free play credits in your account. Your checklist before you play. Let's make this simple. Here's your step-by-step checklist. 1. Scout before you play. Walk the floor for 5 to 10 minutes. Look for new games, higher denominations, and machines in strategic locations. 2. Check denominations. If your bankroll allows, play quarters or dollars over pennies for better RTP. 3. Tap the info button. Always check the pay table before you insert money. 4. Start with a test session. Play $20 to $50 to see how the machine responds before committing your whole bankroll. 5. Consider video poker, if you want the best math and you're willing to learn basic strategy. 6. Use your player's club card on every single spin. 7. Avoid licensed theme games unless you're playing purely for entertainment. 8. Look for new machines with crowds. They often pay better in the first few weeks. 9. Set a win goal and a loss limit before you start. Stick to them. Final thoughts. Here's the truth ex-casino employees want you to know. Slots are entertainment, not income. The house always has an edge. But within that edge, there are smarter ways to play and dumber ways to play. The 9 secrets we just covered put you on the smart side. You're not guaranteed to win. No one is. But you're giving yourself the best possible chance, and you're squeezing every drop of value, fun, and potential profit out of your time on the floor. The casino is built to win long-term, but short-term, anything can happen. And when you combine knowledge, discipline, and a little luck, those short-term wins can be yours. So here's my final question for you. Which of these 9 secrets surprised you the most? Was it the RTP difference between denominations, the licensing fee impact on branded slots, the location strategy? Drop it in the comments. I want to know what stood out. If this video helped you see slots differently, smash that like button. If you want more insider casino strategies, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, and share this with your casino crew. The more people who play smart, the better everyone's experience becomes. Remember, the casino will always have the edge, but now you've got knowledge, and knowledge is the only edge you'll ever need. Play smart, stay disciplined, and I'll see you on the floor. Good luck out there.